Hello, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your geographical location. It's Tracy Dele at Tracy Dele's Kitchen for Fun. Today, I want to prepare okra, like the one they normally call Fisherman Soup, is what I want to be preparing today. So, here I have my Ijebu Momo, looking so nice, and here I have my fresh okra ready to be cut. Here's my knife and the plate I want to be using in cutting it. All right, guys, stay tuned. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, depending on your geographical location. Today, I want to be preparing fisherman soup. Here is my okra. I have already chopped it. And next I have my cow skin, which is momo. This is naturally Ijebu momo. And here I have my locust beans, iru. I just brought it out from the freezer. And next I have my ogiri. That is our natural homemade Maggi. And here I have my 3 seasoning cubes. And next I have my chopped cow skin, which is momo. I chopped into little cubit size. And next here I have my blended pepper. Here I have my red oil. Next I have my spinach, just little, because it's provides us a lot of iron. And beside next I have my stock fish, already pre-boiled, washed. I'm going to debone it now before I'll start cooking. Here I have my smoked fish. This is a catfish, smoked fish, catfish. And also here also is another smoked fish, which is both catfish and stockfish. Next I have my egile, which is snail, Africa snail. Next I have my tilapia fish, already cut. As you see how I cut this my tilapia fish, I just extract the head part of it. I want it to look so neat. Let me show you how the head is. I don't want to really to add the head. You see how I slightly cut off the head. I am not throwing it off. I will still make use of it. So here is my tilapia, already cleaned. And next I have my mokre fish. And then next I have my shrimps. I have my shrimps already cleaned. As you can see, is thoroughly cleaned. Everything fresh. Next I have my periwinkle. Wow, yes, I have my periwinkle already cleaned. Also, lastly, I have my blended crayfish. So that is all I want to be using today for my fisherman soup. So let's get started now. Crayfish, periwinkle, shrimps, mackerel, tilapia, snails, cat smoked fish, and stockfish, spinach leaf, my red oil, cow skin, momo, ogiri, mag seasoning cubes, locust beans, cow skin, momo, and my okra. Here is the magic parts of the okra. If you follow up my first video, you will know how I got this blended part of the okra. And lastly, I have my blended fresh pepper. So let's get started now. Here we go. As you can see, I have already deboned the stockfish and the smoked fish. So as we are getting started now, first thing I have to do, I have to put on my heat. As you can see, then I'll place the pot. The first thing I will be adding here is the cow skin, that is the pomo. I add it, and here I got the stock I extracted from the stockfish I boiled. I've already saved it, and as you can see, those are stockfish, particles of stockfish. Then as I added this cow skin, straight away I will be adding the second one, which is the chopped one. I add it straight away. Next I will be adding is the snails. I add the snails straight away, and again. Then I have my chopped onions here. I just have to add the chopped onions. Then lastly I will add now is seasoning cube, just to pre-boil it. Oh, since I won't be wanting to add the head, the slighted head part that I cut off. I just want to boil it together first with this, then I will later remove it. So I'll cover now to cook. Yeah, lest I forgot, I will have to add a pinch of salt. If you have been following me, you will know that I'm very careful in adding salt to my food. So I have to add just pinch of salt to boil this, and add a bit of water, because I have to leave it to cook for like 10 minutes. Yes, okay, we cover now to cook. So here it has been cooking for like 2 minutes now. I want to quickly add the stockfish so that it will cook along. You see, that is it. It has been cooking for like 2 minutes now. So I want to add the stockfish. The stockfish need to be very soft. If not, it will be like effort waste. Then we keep the smoked fish. So dip it inside the stock, so it will soak and then continue cooking. So I'll cover it. It has to cook again for like another 8 minutes. Yes, you know what I add here is just the snail and the cow skin. So let it cook very well. All right, it has been cooking for like 10 minutes now. So we check on it. You see, the stock is a bit going down, so I have to remove this slices parts of the head, so it won't display much bone in the soup. That is just the reason. So I have to take it off the tray, as you can see. So nextly I want to be adding now is the smoked fish. It's already deboned. Then quickly I want to be adding the fish. Firstly I add the mackerel. Then I'll cover it to cook for like 2 minutes. All right, it has cooked for another 2 minutes. So right away I want to add the shrimps, well cleaned. I added these shrimps. Then I'll give it a stir. Don't mess it for your fish if you are cooking fisherman soup. The next I want to add now is the tilapia fish. I'll just position it as you see me doing. You have to force it down. My pot is already filled up. You know, at many times when I'm cooking, I normally change pots. At this point now, I will be changing my pot, taking the bigger one. Yes, the transfer has been made from the smaller pot to the bigger one. So I will have space to turn, to stir, to turn and to stir. Now see so now right away I want to add my blended pepper. Added everything. Then next is my remaining 2 seasoning cubes, which I will be adding right away as you see me. Then next is the locust beans and the native seasoning, which is ogiri. Here is ogiri and here is my locust beans, which is uberi in my dialect. So I added that. Then I will now cover it to cook for another 2 minutes. See, the locust beans and the ogiri I added is totally optional. If you don't like it, you might skip it. Me, I love it so much because locust beans, as you see it, is very nutritious, and even the ogiri also itself. So next I want to quickly add is my periwinkle. That is my periwinkle. I just add the periwinkle. Then I'll cover it to steam together. Okay guys, it will cook for like 2 minutes again here. All right my people, it has cooked for another 2 minutes. As you see, I want to quickly add the red oil now. If you follow me, you'll know well fully that I don't add much red oil to my cooking, just little. You see, what I just added now is just like a 1 full cooking spoon of my red oil. So I don't like adding much oil. If I want to, mostly if I'm cooking my okra, just little, that is all. So you leave it. I won't cover it again now. I have to leave it to cook again for like another 2 minutes before I will be adding my okra. All right, here is it. So I will have to look for a way now to take off the fish. Oh my gosh, as you see, to cook your soup is another thing, but to be able to preserve the fish you use is another thing. So I have removed the fish now, as you see. So right away I want to be adding these are our famous parts of the okra first before I will add the okra. So as you see, I'll add this one first, then I will give it a stir. Just beat it very well. That is just the logic about you cooking your okra. I'm sorry, the vapor is very, let me reduce the heat a bit. The magic I want to show us about that down part of it, you see, I have not added the okra. The soup is already like ogbono, you see. You have to make sure you stir it very well. Then now I want to be adding the okra. You know, once you have added the okra, your soup shouldn't be more than 2 minutes on the heat. Yes, so it will retain all its nutrients. I added the okra same time with the spinach, as you see. Then I'll stir. Now they see the look of this soup. Hey, quickly, lastly is my blended crayfish. If you have been following my cooking, you know that I'm very generous with crayfish. So that is the amount of crayfish I'm adding. Yes, I'm very generous with crayfish. So you just give it a stir. Give it a stir. After stirring, then you just have to taste if is enough, the taste is okay for you, or you have to add little salt to taste. Let me taste if there is. So as you see now, I have added the okra and spinach and crayfish as last thing. Then tasted it. There is no need for salt again. No, I don't need salt. So now right away I want to be bringing in the fish I removed. Firstly, I'll return back the mackerel. You don't mess it for your soup at times when you are cooking it. You just have to be careful so that you will have your fish back. So next is the next fish, which is my tilapia. Just add it gently and gently stir it like this. So our fisherman soup is ready. As you see, there is no two ways about it. It's ready to go. You just leave it to cook for 1 minute. Yes, 1 minute. Like I said, once you added your okra, you don't need much minute for your okra to done. If you want to let it more than a minute, just 2 minutes maximum if you like. So on a medium heat, I just have to leave it here for 1 minute. Then I'll put it off. Yes, our soup is ready now. Our fisherman soup is ready. As you see, it's good to go. Don't go there. You see? I will reach everything in there are good to go. Alright guys. You see how? Alright. Alright my people. Here is the last point of our video. Here is our fisherman's soup. As you can see, it's glintry. So come and let's enjoy our fisherman's soup. Love you all guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. I can't wait to eat this fish. I'm not nervous. I'm waiting. I already cooked since May. In fact, love you all guys. Bye bye.